Y'all don't mind me. I'm in my son's room. I just wanted to get on and tell y'all about my Monday. I hope y'all had a great Monday, but I want to tell y'all about my Monday. And yes, this is another nursing video because, guys, I am so aggravated and sick and tired of these nurses that just come to work just to get paid and not doing any work. I know when you all decided to apply for these jobs that you knew that you was coming to do work, not to do nothing but work. So I'm really talking about any lazy nurse. However, I'm definitely talking about the overnight nurses, the ones that do overnight 10 to 6, 11 to 7, 7 to 7, or 6 p to 6 a. Them. It's amazing how us day shift nurses, we come in, might have to sit up for this. We come in early in the morning to see our carts, our treatment carts, not restock. We around here have to restock our carts before we can even start our day. And it just makes you think, like, what did overnight do? Most times the residents are asleep. You have a few that might be up and down or might be walking around, but it doesn't stop you from restocking the carts. That's number one. Number two, when you put a urine or any type of specimen in the refrigerator to be picked up, put a date, time, and a date of birth on there. Y'all, I went into work and that's what I saw. I saw a urine in the refrigerator just with a name on it. That's it. That means nothing. And the lab that we use, they normally won't take it if it doesn't have a time, date, and a date of birth. So, with me being off for 2 days, not knowing where this urine or the order comes from, I'm just like, oh God, here we go again. By the time I get to my 9 a.m. meeting, I am furious because I'm looking over the 24-hour report and nothing is written for the last 24 hours. The only stuff that was on there was like, such and such is on an antibiotic, day 3 of 7, or such and such is, it was mainly antibiotics, which is frustrating because, again, I told you when I first walked in, I found a urine in the refrigerator. I see nothing on here about this person having the urine collected, nor saying it's in a fridge. Nowhere on my 24-hour report. So yes, I'm furious because it's not that hard to communicate. All you have to do is verbalize what you're doing, what you've done, and where you left off at, so the other nurses know where to pick up and keep it going. Like, nursing is 24 hours. We can't figure this stuff out on our own. I mean, maybe we could, but it takes some time. So yeah. And then you have the overnight nurse to tell me that the I think it's called diabetic source drink. It's something like an Ensure or a Boost that we give our G-tube. And the overnight nurse tells me, oh, we haven't had any of those all weekend. I'm just not getting here 6 o'clock in the morning. Where you think I got this from? Because I didn't bring it in with me. So how can you say that y'all didn't have this over the weekend? The nurse goes on to tell me, yeah, we didn't have that over the weekend, and all the other nurses said the same thing, that we didn't have it. I literally had to bust that nurse bubble by telling them before I left, because normally when you do 12-hour shifts, you get 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, that type thing. So I'm like, before I left last Thursday, I made sure that our central supply brought us these drinks because we were completely out. Not only did she bring one box, she brought two. And I saw her bring it over. And when she brought it over and put it in our storage, I went and got a few. I put it in the cart so the next nurse would have some. So where do you think I got these drinks from again? Because again, I didn't bring it. Literally going back and forth with the RN about drinks that I know that was brought in last Thursday, but you telling me all weekend that y'all didn't have any. So what did y'all do for this resident? What did y'all do for this patient? What did y'all give him if y'all didn't have it? Inquiring minds want to know. This RN literally had to go into storage and saw the two boxes that I was talking about and saw that they were open and saw that how they had been pulled. Some had been pulled out of there. Comes back to me and say, oh no, that wasn't here all weekend. It was. I said, what it was y'all lazy nurses decided not to go look in the storage where we keep these supplies. That's what happened. It's like, it's so annoying to walk in on a shift and, you get a report from your nurse that's leaving, and it just seems like they don't even know what's really going on. I'm like, you've been here 12 hours. Why you don't know? And then if the overnight nurse is the one that's supposed to start the 24-hour report, yeah, since my phone died, I'm not going to finish this rant. I'm going to just let y'all comment below if y'all understand what I'm talking about. Let me know how frustrating it is to you guys, because for me, it was extremely frustrating. And on top of that, I normally have 5 CNAs. I had 2 that called out and 1 that wasn't supposed to come in. So I was already down to 2. Then they come and tell me that on my second shift, on 2 to 10, I had 2 CNAs that called out. And they had to find a replacement. So I had a lot going on top of my frustration with these nurses.